Good morning. Jonah chapter 4, and as a reminder, in verses 3 and 4, we see Jonah's petulant attitude and God challenging him about his own anger. Jonah 4:5. Jonah went out of the city and sat to the east of the city and made a booth for himself there. He sat under it in the shade till he could see what would become of the city. Jonah goes out, and the setting here is that he is perched where he can see the city, and he's going to see if God will destroy the city. Perhaps God will act out judgment on the city. Perhaps God will, in some ways, channel Jonah's anger. God maybe will respond with a way in which Jonah would like God to respond. In other words, Jonah is sitting, waiting for God to deal with the people of Nineveh. And here is the fascinating thing. He's waiting, but God is getting ready in verse 6. The beginning of it says, "Now the Lord God." We'll talk about verse 6 in ensuing days. But now the Lord God appointed a plant. Now the Lord God is about to do something. He's about to provide something. Before he provided a fish, he provided that fish to both capture Jonah and then to spit Jonah out. He provides a capture, he provides a rescue. Now he's going to provide a plant to teach Jonah something. Here's what I want you to see. Jonah makes a shelter to wait and see what's going to happen to the city. But God is waiting for just the right time to get a hold of Jonah. This is the paradox, and here's what I want you to think about today. Oftentimes when you're most focused on something that you are doing for God, or you're most focused on something you want to see God do, perhaps you want God to change someone's heart, you want God to rescue your child, you want God to rescue your marriage, you want God to show up in work, you want God to pay your bill, you want God to fill in the blank. Perhaps that's the moment that God is most at work in doing something to get a hold of you. Maybe it's not about the other. Maybe it's not about the circumstance. Maybe it's not even in that moment about the mission. Maybe you're God's mission. Maybe God is using the situation as the opportunity to get a hold of you. So I want you to ask some reflective questions today. Think about the circumstances you're in. And I want you to ask, how might God be seeking to get a hold of you? May the Lord bless you today.